I hate goofies when it comes to dating. They pretty much scare me. I hate the woman who, for some reason, is infatuated with gangsters, although she's green as hell, probably scared to have a gun or even sell some weed or even buy some from a plug without the fear of her feeling like she's about to die just to simply get a 3-5. But yet here we are. I hate the dude who openly gets the party girl and the one who makes it known she's a hoe. Or even if it's just like little secret dabs and stuff like that, like the extremely explicit Instagram photos, regardless how they carry themselves in person and how they may speak in person. You know what I'm saying? Every time I either go on the internet or whether it's a workplace or even someone that I'm networking with for whatever reason, I for some reason end up coming across these weird ass tropes. Like for example, I had heard of someone who had a girlfriend who allegedly said, I need a leader, someone who could provide, stuff like that, things that have been based off of internet, you know what I'm saying? Which to me, despite what everyone may believe, like, I don't personally believe you have to tell someone who loves and cares for you to take care of you. In terms of feeding and providing, like making a whole lifestyle for a woman just for her gender, especially when the average person in America lives 78% of us live check to check, is pretty much the goofiest shit I've ever heard. I think Andrew Tate and people who don't got game and a lot of lacking a lot of social skills or emotional intelligence come across these posts and seemingly like take it to a whole nother level. The fact that Andrew Tate and people out here willingly going out of the way to indulge of every trendy topic when it comes to going against each other in terms of relationships, even have videos that, even go that far, to me is just a little ridiculous. And I just don't see where people are coming from. Let me throw out another example. Someone may not be gangster, but for some reason, let's just say they look like the typical bad movie stereotype. The wannabe bad dude, the one with hella tats. Probably, honestly don't see nothing wrong. Like if a girl is just like horny or just want a quick nut, your urges are gonna urge. Biology is biology. There's pretty much nothing you can do with that or about that, in my opinion. But when they get on something like this and the signs show and motherfuckers are so delusional or desperate or, and there's nothing wrong with situationships either, as long as you're being openly communicative and not playing into someone's fantasies or manipulating anyone. There's nothing wrong with situationships either. But I think it's dumb when someone willingly sees the signs, whether that's physical, such as in their presentation, or, that's how they act, and someone just expect a dream out of a motherfucker. For example, I'll never get those who stay in abusive relationships. I'm sorry that may sound, pretty harsh, but I sort of have a lack of respect for those type of people. Those people are pretty much showing, whether they say it or not, is saying, I choose him over me. I know a lot of dumbasses and people who don't experience certain drugs and drinks probably could even use them as an excuse as to why people would be doing certain things. And, of course, when we're talking about like crack, meth, things that's been proven to like mess with people's psychology is a different story. But for example, someone tell me that every time their boyfriend gets drunk, it's they end up beating on their girlfriend, and that lasts for, let's say, 4 years. I'm sorry, I raise an eye up to a person like that who will willingly endure that just to have someone that they had good past feelings with, or just because they're getting temporary highs here and there, whether that's just from manipulation or whether that's natural in a relationship. But if letting how you feel determine your potential, how much your life will potentially be in danger just to keep a relationship around, I'm sorry, I have to lose respect for you. Because I also believe you could be the type, as soon as you get a boyfriend or girlfriend, you end up switching up or end up justifying whatever fuck bad behaviors just so you could get some dick or some emotional intimacy around you that may end up negatively affecting us, like whether that's in terms of we work together, you're a friend, family member, live together, it don't matter what the fuck it is, lack of emotional lusting discipline and a lack of sexual discipline is just something I overall find it hard to respect, especially as someone who came from two lusting parents. And like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean sexual, but even in the sense of them just being emotionally lustful towards each other. And, a lot of people don't even know that they're finding placeholders or using people as placeholders, which pretty much is when you give someone a boyfriend or girlfriend treatment, like purposely, and that could go to as far as taking them out as dates and, pretty much not too much to add to it. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Every idealistic route, let's just say, that you would say someone is a boyfriend and girlfriend for. The only problem I do have with placeholders is when they don't know that they found a placeholder. Like, oh shit, I was just emotionally lusting this whole time. And this motherfucker is attractive. I'm talking about whether that's man or woman. I've been entertaining them just to see where to go. But then now I see that this ain't going nowhere. It's like, oh shit, well, we're here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if you're gonna jump into that territory, you should know what you're going for, or should at least already keep in mind that, this ain't going to be too long at a certain point, whether I feel like toxically attached to this person or not. I'm going to have to push away or let go eventually. I think we all been there. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but not being self-aware of it, in my opinion, is an issue. I hate when a motherfucker on the internet claims they know just about everything about the other gender, or even overall themselves. You will never meet enough people to know what the fuck you'll always be coming across in every situation, point blank period. That's just, you damn near could predict the future at that point. You trying to tell them you have foresight? I'm not saying there's not certain exceptions to certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, not everybody may not be who they present themselves to be, or may not be exactly the stereotype they're acting to be, or it's always an exception to the rule. But when a motherfucker get on TikTok and Instagram and they trying to give this quote-unquote dating advice, I never believe personally that it's always a one key that unlocks all, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's just been goofy. Like, oh, you gotta treat him or her this way, or don't reply to a text. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas grown as hell posting shit like this. Like, y'all don't feel embarrassed? That shit weird. Or the relationships is only built of sex, or she only want money. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas be really dead ass making whole podcasts just a trauma dump. Like, this shit's sad. Motherfuckers will look you dead in your face, have no game, like, cannot get a woman outside of anything they have to give, and then, you know what I'm saying, try to tell you don't know nothing. That's the most hilarious shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm going to throw out another example that's a little bit different. I remember I was talking to someone, and she said something that was an instant turn off. She was like, the woman is the prize, a man should be chasing a woman. I was just like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you okay? Like, bitch, you sound like you just recently glue up. Like, be for real. Like, people forget that if you're chasing, you're willingly resisting. Like, if that's your form of game, pretty much is trying to see if you could get someone desperate. Yeah, you're trauma dumping. You're ugly. You had your heart broken before. Because motherfuckers with common sense and don't want to go through exhaustion just for the belief that they're going to have a healthy relationship for you, is not going to do that stupid shit. They're not as desperate. They have their opportunities and options open. But sadly enough, like I said, you can't ungoofy and goofy. And then since when men and women in general became prizes, like, people aren't objects to win. Like, you don't go to the gym just to get bad bitches you might enjoy sex with. Like, no, you still gonna have a six-pack or whatever, sore muscles and cramps, or to keep up that fatigue regardless of whether that woman is around, if you really take care of yourself or really actually love yourself.